Assalamu alaikum, my dear brothers. I hope everyone is well. Alhamdulillah, we've got a really good vibe going in our health and fitness group. Alhamdulillah, some really good discussions happening, you know, honest, open, and it benefits every single one of us, inshallah. So today in this very strange video, I've got the camera strapped to my chest, right? So it allows me to kind of use my hand and show you exactly what I'm trying to say to you guys today. Inshallah, it will benefit you. So I know many of us have been speaking about calorie deficit. What that means is consuming less calories and burning more for fat loss, and obviously what we're eating as well, maintaining our muscle mass and etc. Right? Again, this is not a expert's point of view, but something that I use and I thought I'd share, and I did promise I'll make a little video of the app that I use to count my calories. So to counting my calories, I used to do this many years ago when I was going to the gym consistently, like 4 out of 7 days, really eating clean, really eating healthy, and you know, I was at the best point of my life. Alhamdulillah, you know, life gets in the way and you kind of come off the horse and etc, etc. And then alhamdulillah, now I'm really starting to take note of my health and not going crazy in the gym, but mainly just focusing on my diet and obviously keeping fit by going to the gym and walking more. So the app that I use to count my calories, right? And this is really important because since using this app, I've realized the things that I was eating before, i.e., for example, I go on about it, cake and custard, right? That's about 800-900 calories. So if my daily intake, I'd say I'm trying to target is about 1,600. If I'm eating 800-900 calories in a dessert, can you imagine what the other things are doing, i.e. the rice, the bread, the sugar? You know, this is the biggest killer. Let me show you guys. I don't drink this anymore, right? This one here. Yeah, this is so nice, but it's so dangerous, subhanAllah. So what I'm showing you here is some of the items during the day that I eat, especially for breakfast and lunch, right? So the app that I use is something called Cronometer. I'm hoping that this is clear on the camera. And this is a free app. You can also pay to, you know, get some added features, but you don't need that, right? So what I do, I'll show you. This is on Android, by the way. If you use something on Apple that is similar, or if Cronometer is available on Apple, then let the group know, inshallah. Okay, so let's try to show you. I'll show you yesterday. So this was Thursday. So for breakfast, I ate 3 large eggs, right, boiled. A shot of honey. When I say honey, it's just a little bit of a touch, right, of organic honey. Something that I'm doing quite well because I'm trying to compensate the sugar, and honey just makes it a little bit healthier, but again, it is still sugar. Robinson Boost. Now, this is something that I have with my water, just a little shot of this. No calories, no sugar, and it tastes amazing, right? Because I'm somebody, I actually really can't drink plain water on its own sometimes, so this helps me to drink more, okay? What else? Yeah, so I had coffee, and then I had 1 slice of sourdough. So the way I added this is very, very simple. I haven't written every single one out, the calories and the carbs. This captures it and analyzes it. So let me show you guys, right? So all you do is press, you see what I just did there? Press that plus button down here, okay? The plus button, and what you see here, it says add food or barcode, scan barcode, right? Scan food rather, sorry. So if I click the scan food, okay, let me open the lens of the camera. All I need to do is grab whatever I'm going to have and watch this, right? Scan the barcode. Straight away, it captures it. Now, what you notice up here, the amount, it says 50 grams. Can you see my thumb? Just when I'm trying to like point at something, because I can't do it like that, just look, watch my thumb, yeah? 50 grams. So obviously this packet is 180 gram. I'm not going to have the whole thing or even half. So what I'm going to do is put maybe 20 grams. Okay. And the beautiful thing about it is that because I'm having this kind of like for the first time, what it does is it saves it afterwards. So you can add that. I'm going to show you how to do this, right? So 20 grams. And basically I'm going to put it down as dinner, example. Or you can put breakfast, lunch, or even if you're having a snack, right? So just to show you dinner, and then all I do is add to diary. So watch, yeah. So let me try to get this in focus. So over here you'll see it says protein 7.2 net carbs. If I change that amount up there to, let's say, 50, you'll see down here the balance changes of what 50 gram of this cheese will give me. 18 grams of protein, 0.9 grams carb, and fat is 1.5 grams. Okay, so let's keep it 50, and you just do add. So down here where it says dinner, I've actually added it to the wrong day. So what you can do, if you add it to the wrong day, for example Thursday, I'm trying to add it to Friday, all you do is just swipe like this, and you see it says delete, that red thing, do that. Okay, so we're going to try adding it to today's dinner. All right, so here, and you can add water and stuff, by the way. So here, nothing's for dinner, right? So we can still do the same, scan food. This time around, we'll add the eggs. So watch, yeah, watch the barcode. All I do, yeah, and it's got the eggs there. Can you see that? At the top here, 3 eggs, right? 3 eggs will give me 21 grams of protein, carbs 0.8, and fat 14.4, yeah? Okay, and obviously you can change that to 2 eggs. Let's put 2 eggs. And then add to diary. So when I add it to diary, what is done is put it down to dinner. Again, if I want to change to breakfast, I forgot to put it, change it to breakfast like that. Okay, let's keep it to dinner like that. So if I go back to yesterday, all the nutrition scores, let me show you guys. Okay, so let me go back to yesterday, Thursday. Right, here we go. So my target calorie over here is 1,609. Right, sorry, my target calorie is 2,400, but to be honest, I don't want to eat that much. As I said to you guys, I'm on a cut, right? So 1,600 is pretty sufficient. The protein amount here, say 70% of the protein. I could do a bit better, but I ate 107 grams at 155. Carbs was quite low, 50 grams I only had. And the fat content was quite high. And that's because if I look at where the fat content, where it came from, if I'm very curious, I click where it says, yeah, fat content, and then top fat sources. So most of my stuff, the fat came from my evening meal, what I had with my family. So beef curry with sauce. Now, it's a bit tricky sometimes to single yourself out and eat what you want in the family, the kids, wife, everyone eats everything, right? So I sat down with them and I picked out the beef pieces and I had a bit of salad with it, right? But beef with the curry sauce, obviously curry sauce has oil, beef is quite fatty, so that's where all my fat content came from. But I got a good sense of protein, as a good source of protein, right? Then came the biggest fat intake was the eggs, olive oil. Olive oil's got quite big fat, but it's good fat, yeah? So that's how I can analyze, for example, protein as well. Top protein sources in the day was the chicken wings, yeah? And then came the beef and the eggs. So you can see where the protein lies, right? So 15% of my protein here I got from this chicken wings. I only had like 7. I'm actually feeling quite hungry now. So that's the easiest way. So again, I'm going to do this with, for example, add food. Yeah. If I go to, again, up here, I can scan. Can you guys see here where my thumb is? If I click the barcode, and then I can literally find the barcode here. Oh, there we go. We went out the camera. And then here we have it. So it's a bit hard for me to film at the same time whilst I'm looking at the screen, and then I've got a monitor over there as well. Subhanallah. So yeah, it's found it. So chicken fillet, farm foods. And again, it's saying 100 grams. So be careful here. 1 means 1 of 100 gram. If you say you had, for example, 2 of something, just times that by 2. So if I had 200 grams, I put 2. Do not put like 200 like this. 200. That means you'll have 200 of 100 grams. If I look down at the bottom now, look at that. SubhanAllah, it says 4,700 grams of protein. That's proper protein, right? So if you're having 200 grams, for example, you only put 2. Yeah, multiples of 2. So at the bottom here, you see it's 47 grams of protein. Very, very simple. Now you might ask the question is, what happens if, for example, you might get something that's not made in a main supermarket. Like for example, the ayran drink I had, what happens is that it doesn't recognize it. So I can go to custom and add the food myself. So if I, for example, go back here and go to add food, yeah, and then I say ayran like that, it doesn't understand what I'm trying to say. So I can create a food. If I click here, food name, I could say laddu, yeah, and then serving size, serving weight, and then what it does, it finds it and allows you to actually take pictures. So like over here, give an example, at the back it has the nutrition. Can you see that? So I can take a picture of the nutrition and it calculates that according to grams or milliliters, and then it makes that food. And what's also amazing is, you know, let me just discard that. Every time I go to add food, yeah, so let's say for example, if I'm having food now, it will remember all the stuff like favorites, for example. There we go. Let me go all over here. Yeah, it stores. So even 1 week ago, what I had, soy sauce, the noodles, dark chocolate. Yeah, if I click that, it'll remember that. Yeah, this is really cool. And at the end of the day, right, so when you look on it, if I go to diary again, you'll see the targets. Yeah, so you can change that. You can like, for example, go to settings and change all that. So targets over here. Yeah, my weight goal, my current weight is, that needs to change actually, 93. It's actually 91 now, but my weight goal is 85. Okay, so losing weight, I need to lose 0.11 kilogram per week. Energy deficit is minus 125. So it gives you like targets. This is a bit of analytics there. If someone like me likes data analysis, this is me. This is what I do, right? So I can always change that. Say I'm right now 91. Yeah, and I can work with that. So it's still saying energy target 2000. Can you see that? 2,450, but I'm trying to aim less. And as I said in the group, like it's going really well. Like I don't want to aim for 2,400 because I want to go less. So the target is that if I reach that, then fine. But I want to aim for about 1,600, 1,700. My brothers, right? This isn't something that I'm hard and fast at. I'm trying my level best, just like you. I have health issues. I have family, kids. You know, not saying they're problems, but it's a fine act of balance, right? And everything comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like this is nothing. This is nothing. Ultimately, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us the willpower, the ability, and we try our level best to make sure we maintain the amana. Like I was mentioning, that our bodies are amana, a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So without making this like any kind of lecture or anything like that, this is basically what I use, Cronometer. If there's any other questions you guys want to ask me if I've missed, then please let me know. And another thing before I go is encourage your brothers to join the group. Like show them what's good, because I know so many brothers out there that could benefit from this group. I've been talking about it a lot, right? And inshallah we can plan something bigger. Like we can plan a meetup, yeah, you know, plan whatever, right? You know, plan a holiday if we have to, right? So yeah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us, preserve us. And yeah, by the way, I mean, this Eat Lean I've tried for the first time today. So I used to love cheese, I still do, but this is like a leaner version of cheese. It's got less fat, more protein, and it tastes nice. The thing is, when we're eating all this low calorie stuff, because it's got less salt and less sugar in it, it will taste a bit weird, but you kind of get used to it. Now, wallahi brothers, if you taste the tea that I used to have, you'll spit it out because it was so sweet. Now when I have a cup of tea, I literally have like maybe I need to have something in it, right? Tea. And the tea actually tastes nice. So even with the coffee here, the pods, let me show you guys over here, right? So literally just a shot, and I put a little bit of honey in it, and that's it, right? And that's how I go about. Sorry, I've got the monitor with me. But yeah, any questions, guys, let me know. And really want to thank you, brothers, for taking part in this group. It really helps everyone out, even helps me out. And alhamdulillah, this is the honest truth, right? Honest truth, that ever since this group has taken off, it's really encouraged me. Like, look, my breakfast, I send all the pictures out and whatnot, you know, 3 eggs, omelette or whatever, right? Compared to the croissant, the chocolate croissant. Now the thought of it makes me feel sick. So inshallah brothers, we'll catch up soon, and keep this group going. Keep this group going. Wallahi, it will benefit us. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.